I'm a music producer and I play a lot of Minecraft. But a few years ago, Minecraft started making new music for the game, and compared to their old stuff, it just doesn't hit as hard. So today, I'm going to be trying to make my very own Minecraft song while staying true to that nostalgic feel. Now I've picked 3 songs from the original soundtrack so we can see what instruments they all have in common. The 3 songs I picked were Mice on Venus, Sweden, and Hagstrom. Now out of these tracks, there are 3 main instruments that are in all of them. These are piano, strings, and bass. So now we know what we need to get started, let's just get straight to it. So a lot of the Minecraft music uses a slow to medium tempo, so I've set mine on the slower side with 80 BPM. Now let's get started with the piano. Typically, a soft piano is used in the soundtrack. My first thought was to try Lab's soft piano since it's literally in the name, but it didn't have the same tone I was looking for. So instead, I found this piano called the Grandeur. I had to do some tweaking to get the sound right, but I ended up with a great tone. Now the Minecraft soundtrack likes to use open chords. It gives it a much richer and, would you believe it, a more open sound. Almost every chord I used was open. This is done by making simple chords and moving some of the notes up or down an octave. Rhythm is another huge part of the music. It adds movement and makes it more engaging. Sticking with chords with no rhythm would become really boring. So I added rhythm all over the track. Next, I made a melody. I didn't want it to be prominent as it would be too distracting, I believe. This is meant to be background music after all, so I let the chords act as a melody by changing the voicings. I also added some filler / passing notes to accompany them. Finally, for the piano, I added one big chord at the end with a little melody from the song Minecraft to finish off the track. Let's talk about bass. Although bass was used in the examples I showed in the intro, it isn't a very noticeable part of the music. Usually the bass sticks to the root notes of the chord, so I did just that. I didn't add any variation because I want the focus to be set on the chords. I went with an acoustic upright bass rather than electric. I just think it works better. Now let's finish this off with strings. Similar to the bass, the strings typically follow the piano chords. I used a string ensemble so that it would sound much better with the chords being spread out. I also threw in some of those filler notes from the melody. Now the strings were just playing at a constant volume and it wasn't realistic, so I automated the volume of the strings to go up and down smoothly. Also, if you've gotten this far, please consider subscribing, it helps a lot. With that said, the track is complete, so let's hear what that sounds like in game.
you.